Starting off this video, I don't want to talk on the history of trams in Kolkata. There are tons of known facts that news articles have already talked on repeatedly. If you are unaware of this system and its past, there are many sources online which are very straightforward and helpful. If you've seen some videos, you'll notice that the arguments for discontinuing trams really fail to hold up under any variable of examination by transport officials, and even plain common sense to some extent. Rather, it seems like an anti-people decision because the people collectively seem to view trams as a great means of transport. There are some wonderful articles that talk about these issues in detail because this is not just about keeping trams alive but reinventing them.
মাঝখান থেকে ট্রামের চলা এটা আজকের দিনে সম্ভব নয়। কেন সম্ভব নয়? তার কারণ হচ্ছে যে কলকাতার ট্রাফিক পুলিশ অত্যন্ত দক্ষতার সঙ্গে কলকাতাকে যানজট মুক্ত শহর হিসেবে গড়ে তুলতে পেরেছে, যেটা ভারতবর্ষের যানজট মুক্ত শহর হিসেবে অবশ্যই কলকাতা 1 নম্বর স্থান দখল করেছে।
Kolkata is not congestion free. It will just get worse in the coming years. This is a crisis that can never be solved by so-called efficient traffic management because it will only get worse despite it. Trams are again a solution to that crisis. As far as speed is concerned, besides the fact that trams can run at a decent speed, all road vehicles are subject to a lower average speed in city centers across the world. For our current trams that still run on the road along with other traffic, it makes no sense singling them out to be the cause of congestion, especially when they have greater capacity than buses and are much more environment friendly. There are quite a lot of reasons why you, as a citizen, should advocate for trams. All public transportation has their advantages and disadvantages, hence their use in different urban contexts. Some general benefits of trams over buses are being zero pollution, one of the greenest forms of transport, just second to walking and cycling, less noise owing to less rolling resistance, higher capacity, more sustainable than battery-powered EV buses. With articulated buses, it becomes hard to turn tight corners, which trams can do easily, because the tail always follows the head, all while having as much as double the capacity or more. Trams run a lot longer than buses and are much more easier and cheaper to repair and maintain. That also allows way less margin for error and safer streets. When compared to the role of metro systems, why we need trams is sort of the same as why we need more buses. Kolkata Metro has really good ridership, but even if we are actually able to build fast and a lot, the scale of metro is not suitable for last mile connectivity or short trips for which most Indians use the auto rickshaw or a ride sharing app. Trams will help reimagine public spaces and pedestrianize areas, especially city centers. This idea is incomplete without a greater solid vision of urban planning. For example, making modern tramways with proper right-of-way is something many cities had chosen when they revived trams. Instead of running in mixed traffic, these trams run separate on their dedicated lane, often right beside or in the middle of the street. These trams can easily replace the busy bus routes and directly have an impact on reducing traffic congestion. And I hear you say, trams are old and unreliable. Precisely. And that's why we need to fix them, not remove them. The arguments we hear against trams being old and unreliable are quite similar to in the US, where they argue against mass transit, citing reasons like trains don't go where I need to go, or that trains are always delayed. Our lack of existing options does not mean we stay ignorant of what can be done and what's right to do. We must learn and demand for change. The people in charge have proven their incompetency and greed way too many times. Maybe it's time for a change. Remember that this was once a transit-oriented city, historically and culturally. Let's not forget that.